Well, I got my new office set up, I think kind of halfway. I still got to do a few more things, and I'll give you a little tour once it's all done. But for now, I'm gonna wrap it up because I met a fella today. He brought me something. Now I'm gonna go put it on my yard. Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day, and I got a little work I got to do right quick. We got some rain coming tonight, and I got my hands on something. I need to put it on my yard. All right, so there's your bluegrass right there. It's looking pretty good. So I'm back here in the test plot, and I don't know, it's kind of right about the edge of the garden right there, and kind of straight across all the way out. That side up there is higher bricks. We got to get the Carbon X on my yard. We got to get the Carbon X on this part of the test plot and over there. Uh-oh. Now if this thing don't crank, I'm in trouble. There you go. All right, so with the Carbon X, if you got a Lesco spreader, it should be right around setting 18. All right, so let's go up in the air and see what things look like. And you can kind of see the difference in a treated yard, or a yard that's fertilized properly, and one that's not. You can see some of the ones on the outskirts are a little different color. As we come around here in the bottom, that's my neighbor's renovation I redid last year. It's my GCI Turf Type Tall Fescue, and then right behind her, oh, I don't know what happened to the drone right there. I thought I was going to lose it. Right behind the neighbor's house, that's a different type fescue. Yeah, I've been overseeding it for about a year, maybe 2 years with GCI turf now. So over time, I'll change the color of that as I introduce some more of those darker varieties into her yard. It's obvious around the edges of my beds, you can see a few little imperfections and overlappages. I don't know if that's a word or not. Where I may have got a little heavy-handed with that 700, that kind of thing don't bother me. It'll even out this spring. This right here ought to make for a great screenshot for this video. We're going to start spreading fertilizer right here. Now, I like to drop my edge guard down and do my hard surface edges first. And that way it'll throw the fertilizer straight and to the left. I get a good coating on the edges, and then as I'm making my straight lines, I throw back to the tire track of the previous pass. I do it this way because it gives me a really good even coverage. Now you can see right here I'm actually getting some out in the road. That's fine. I go back with a blower later and blow that back into the yard. So I filmed this on February 28th. 2019, and what I'll do is I'll save this footage, and in about 2 weeks I'll post another flyover video and try to do a comparison, like a before and after. So that ought to give you a real good idea and should get the ball rolling on finding out how good Carbon X is. All right, so there you go. I apologize about the lighting. I know it's getting a little bit dark, and I mean, you know, man, you just got to get things done when you can get them done, right? It's called life. So, yard's not looking too bad. From one of the last videos, I put a little 700 on it because I didn't have any Carbonex yet, and it's actually brought to life pretty good. It's got a pretty good color to it right now for this time of the year. Of course, I'm expecting the Carbonex to really turn that on. And on that, while we're talking about that, I want you to know I got an update. Okay, sorry I'm out of breath. I'm out of shape. I gotta get rid of that right there and get back in the yard and get going. Just got off the phone with my buddy Matt. Matt is the one of the owners, developer, creator of Carbonex. And you know, with anything, you gotta imagine they just threw up an entire plant, basically a manufacturing facility, and you really can't expect for things to go absolutely perfect right out of the gates. Okay, they're having a little trouble with equipment and that kind of thing, the belts or the motor or something that spins something or whatever. I'm gonna go up there at some point, and if Matt will have me and allow me to, I'll give you a factory tour and show you what everything does, and we'll get some in-depth information from Matt about his fertilizer. The pro guys who've ordered it, of course, they're getting theirs first. They're sending out the pallets at a time to the pro guys that have prepaid. Me, myself, I don't even have it yet. Okay, I bought a whole truckload for my business, didn't have it. I'm completely fine with that. I may do and did things a different way. I'll pick up with Carbonex when it's available. You know, it's called being patient, right? You just gotta be patient, wait on it. DIY guys, we're making it happen so that you guys, DIY guys, can get your hands on it and have this really cool fertilizer, but we're just all gonna have to be patient, bottom line. All right, so what I put down right here was about a half a pound, may have been a little bit over half a pound. And you know, here's the big question. You know, in my Facebook group, I'm getting this question a lot. Well, is it any good? Is it tested? Is it tried and true? How does it compare against hybrids? How does it compare against Scott's and all these other fertilizers? Here's the way you got to look at that. Okay, let's say you go to your favorite restaurant and they have or let's say you go to a brand new restaurant. Okay, just opened up on the corner, smells good, looks good. You don't know if it's good until you go up in there and you order you a steak and you eat it, or whatever they serve, you eat it. And then you know, oh yeah, it's good. Then you go out and tell all your buddies. Okay, that's kind of where we're at with Carbonex. Brand spanking new product. Okay, here's the deal. I've been doing lawn care for a long time, and each individual component inside of Carbonex, I've been using them for a very long time, right? It's got your RGS in it, right? Humic acid, fulvic acid, kelp, been using them for years. Biochar, been using it for years, used it a long time ago, great product. Ammonium sulfate, nitrogen, phosphorus, potash, potassium, all those things, they're tried and true, okay? People been using them for years and getting exceptional results. What makes Carbonex unique is now it's all in one little bag, okay? It simplifies the application. I've got a crazy mixing setup at the shop with all these different channels of tanks piped into one another, and hot water heater for melting down humic and kelp and all kind of things like that. And I would have to make my own and spend hours and hours and hours and hours doing that, okay? But now with the RGS and then incorporated into Carbonex, I got it all in one shot. How convenient, right? So hey, like, subscribe, and share. Tell all your buddies. Follow me this year. I'm gonna show you what the Carbonex will do. You know, I ain't one to talk about things. I want to show you firsthand. So if you follow me through the year, you'll get to look at it, see what it does, how it reacts to the turf, or how the turf reacts to it, all kind of things. We'll do some business videos using it, all of that, and you'll just know for yourself if you like it or not. So I got my yard over here, nothing but Carbonex on it this year. Half of the test plots, nothing but Carbonex. The other half is the Academy higher bricks fertilizer. This half of the neighbor's yard is Academy, and then that half over there is going to be Carbonex. So we'll split the yard right down the middle, and then the back is a renovation. You can see in the drone how much darker that grass is. That's a turf type tall fescue. That's my GCI blend, and this is not quite a turf type tall fescue, but every year I overseed, I'm adding more grass to it to try to change that color. But there you go. We'll get all this going. Oh, and I got my bluegrass back there. That real dark spot of grass, that's Kentucky bluegrass. Look at this, look. Those jokers ride those Polaris side-by-sides up and down the street. Pretty cool. I ought to get one. But there you go. All right, that's where we're at. You got an update on Carbonex. I got some weed killing videos coming up real soon. And again, man, I'm so sorry about this lighting. I know it stinks, but look, man, I got 3 kids, a wife, and a business, and YouTube videoing, and an online business, and whew, wide open, boy. Wide open. Get your schedule right. So that's why I go back and blow. Now this is especially important with if I had pre-emergent on this Priel, I would definitely want to do that. You want to do it either way, but it's especially important with pre-emergent because all your trouble is going to happen along these edges as far as weeds and the pre-emergent breaking down earlier because the concrete gets hotter, blah, blah, blah. So you want to make sure you get those Priels pushed up. Oh my. Oh my. Boy, I could take you out right now, buddy. Huh? You want a piece of me?